3, 2, 1, we're here. We're back.
Hey! I know you.
Our break is over. Hey. How's the camera look there? We need a... What is it? Okay, we're back.
Okay.
Now we're back.
Ah.
Now we're back. What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad Boys. We're listening to the soundtrack of Bad Boys. And they come for you. Okay, so James, you ready?
Welcome back, Awesome Minions!
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night for whenever you're listening to us. Hopefully you're doing totally awesome. This is that Totally Awesome 90s podcast with Craig.
James. I was like, whoa.
Oh.
Switching it up on me.
With
James.
and Craig. And
What's going on?
We take a retrospective look back at the nostalgic 90s. And with our Totally Awesome 90s flair to it, James, this is the part 3 of our 3-parter for the Will Smith. Part 3. We're here. We're live. We're on Facebook Live right now. If you are not following us on Facebook, you need to follow us on Facebook as soon as you can. If you need to, pull over to the side of the road right now and follow us on Facebook if you're listening to us just on the audio
get home
version.
later.
Get home when you get home. And also, James, how can they get to us any other way?
Once again, you can reach us by email
Okay.
at tta90spodcast@gmail.com.
Or you can get to us on Twitter at TTA90s Podcast, James. And what you need to do is you just need to sit down there and just take a load off, because we're about to spin the web of great movies from the Will Smith 90s era.
Okay.
Right? Also, some little bit of 90s news today. You know, this is actually probably 3 weeks into the future or the past, or whatever you're listening to us right now, or if you're watching us on Facebook Live right now, that they're actually going to come out with the Spaceballs 2. Did you ever watch Spaceballs 1?
Yes, I did. The Schwartz is strong.
With the Schwartz. With Mel Brooks.
Mm-hmm.
Mel Brooks produced and directed.
Barf.
Well, I mean, a lot of their characters... I mean, they're going to have to, like, re-up it.
I don't know who they're going to get.
But they want to actually rival the Star Wars series. Because Star Wars, if you don't know about this, they're coming out with a new movie this year, and it's called The Last Samurai. Jedi.
Yeah.
Wow. They just ripped
Same
off.
thing.
No, same thing. No, I think the Jedi are monks, though. They're not supposed to be dangerous people.
Samurais are monks.
No, monks are monks, man. Like the guy who like investigated all those stuff, like on that one show. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Monk?
Oh, no.
He was a monk. No?
I did not like that show.
I never watched that show. That was one of those shows you just like turn off. Don't turn us off right now.
Huh?
Hey, John Michael, how you doing? And we're going live, and looks like Tara just joined.
Yep. Hey, Tara.
Hey, Tara. What are we having for dinner tonight, Tara?
Leftovers.
Leftovers? Okay. What'd y'all have?
Huh?
This is really exhilarating.
Yeah.
This is great podcasting right now.
So
with Spaceballs 2 coming out, there's going to probably be the search for more money.
Ooh.
More money, more problems. No, Spaceballs 2, I'm looking forward to it. I like parody movies that are well written.
Yes.
Like the Scary Movie, like the first one. Not the second, not the third, not the fourth, not the fifth, not the sixth, not the seventh, not the eighth. If they have that. But like Spaceballs 1 and 2 are probably going to be well written. Josh Brolin. Do you know Josh Brolin?
Yes.
Hold on while I take my jacket off. No,
I wanted to do the chant. I wanted to do the chant.
No.
I'm not saying it.
That's a Family Guy thing. If you know Family Guy and you're watching this right now, it's a Family Guy thing. So with Josh Brolin, he's going to play Cable, right?
Cable with Deadpool.
Cable with Deadpool.
Yep.
Cable Deadpool?
Yep.
Cable Deadpool? How much are you paying for cable right now?
Too much.
Have you switched to Dish Network? No. Not that kind of cable. But Cable, the character Cable, and he's also going to play Thanos. So he's going to be in 2 different Marvel movies and set in 2 different universes that aren't going to meet up. But they actually showed how much strain he's putting on his body, actually working out to be Cable, because Cable is like
he's
big buff
pretty
guy.
Jacked.
Josh Brolin.
So is Thanos, though.
I mean, Thanos is actually really like swole too. I mean, he is Thanos. Thanos. Thanos.
But speaking of movies,
We're
going to continue on with our Will Smith spree. We went music.
Sprees. That's a great candy. Sorry, that's a joke.
We've done his music. We've done his TV shows. Gonna wrap it up with some movies.
Wrap it up
Yep.
because he's a rapper. Yeah. So Will Smith in the '90s, he always would come out with this summer blockbuster. And with summer blockbusters, they're going to make... I mean, what would you call a blockbuster? What does a blockbuster make? Not the one that went out of business. I know you were going for that.
No, I was like, construction workers, they make a pretty good...
Yeah, they do. They do make a lot of money.
Busting those blocks.
Yes, they do make a lot of busting block movies. Lego movie, right?
Yeah.
It's the Lego movie. But the blockbuster... I don't know the technical term, like how much it has to make to be a blockbuster, but it has to make a lot of money, right?
Apparently.
Like the Parent Trap.
Apparently.
Like the Parent Trap that had that one girl, and she went crazy. You know who I'm talking about?
Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, she went kind of crazy.
A little crazy.
She needed a Parent Trap, like just to stay. Don't go too crazy now. Yeah. I think it may be like $100 million or something like that. It has to be a blockbuster.
I do not know what constitutes a blockbuster.
Well, I'll tell you what. With Will Smith.
How many times can we say blockbuster?
Blockbuster. We actually have a post on our Facebook page. If you're not following us on Facebook, if you're following us right now on Facebook Live, you actually are probably on our Facebook page. That there's a blockbuster post that we have on there. And it's a blockbuster T-shirt, and it says... once Blockbuster is, in the retro bin of a T-shirt store, it's over, right?
Yeah.
When it's over.
Nice.
Yeah. It's over for Blockbuster.
A little bit of Sugar Ray there.
They're not coming back. Sugar Ray is definitely not coming back ever. But Will Smith was actually, what was his nickname in the 90s for movies? Do you know his nickname?
Blockbuster?
No. Mr. July.
Oh.
Not to be confused with Mr. October, who was Reggie Jackson. But I think they're two different.
Or September.
Times. September. What's a September?
I forgot. I thought it was like a musical. Not a musical, but a movie about music.
Coles?
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Or was that August? I don't know. Whatever. One of those months.
Summer days drifting away.
So, Mr. July.
Mr. July. A lot of these movies you might not have heard of. The ones that we get to the end, you will have heard of. But he was in other movies in the 90s. Where the Day Takes You. He starred, this was 1991. He starred as Manny.
Pacquiao?
No, He was actually Manny Ramirez.
Oh. Where the Day Takes You.
Where
does the day take you?
Okay, give me the plot to Where the Day Takes You.
Today.
Okay. He was a random, I think, okay, no. Where does the day take you? I don't know the plot to this movie. I apologize, everybody. We are not prepared for Where the Day Takes You. But where it takes you today is to our podcast right now. And this was actually, it was a great 90s movie about our podcast that Will Smith put out. And thank you, Will. Thank you for all what you've done. But nobody's ever heard of this movie. Other than you and your IMDb page. Anyways, Made in America, 1993. Give me the plot.
America.
No. That's Coming to America, starring Eddie Murphy. Yeah. Yes, you're wrong. Wrong again.
Mama.
Wrong
again.
I use that line when I'm teaching. Oh, Mama's wrong. No, I don't use that. I don't use that line when I'm teaching.
Made in America. I don't know.
Made in America. It was starred Whoopi Goldberg and it starred Ted Danson.
Oh.
Okay. And Whoopi Goldberg had a son. Who do you think her son was?
It was, is it Will Smith?
It was Will Smith, yeah.
T-Cake Walters?
T-Cake Walters? I don't...
TK or T-Cake? This says tea cake.
Tea cake. Yes, that's
Okay,
that's
wow.
what it says on the IMDb.
That
So it must
is
be right.
Terrible.
Yes. Whoopsie Goldberg. I don't know what you're talking about. Whoopsie.
Tea cake.
Sean. I said Whoopi Goldberg, right?
Yes.
Okay. Sean on this on our Facebook Live said Whoopsie. So I think that's a joke, Sean. Right? Okay. Whatever.
Yeah.
But Whoopi Goldberg has a son, and do you know who the father is? Ted Danson.
Oh.
And
Okay.
he was the sperm donor, and so then you had Will Smith, and so that's how actually Will Smith's rapping career actually began, because of Ted Danson. Fun fact.
No.
Whoopi Goldberg. There you go. Whoopi Goldberg. Sean, thanks. And the thing with this movie is, I remember the poster for it. When I saw the poster, I don't remember the movie at all. I think it was supposed to be a comedy. I guess it was supposed to be a comedy, but I don't really remember this movie because I never watched it. Okay, name me your favorite Whoopi Goldberg movie. There's many of them.
I can't remember the names of them.
Sister Act.
Yes,
Sister
that was
Act.
it.
Sister Act. There you go. Sister Act was a really good one. She's also really good in Ghost.
I was not much of a Whoopi Goldberg fan.
Really? She's actually a really good actress. In the early 90s, like late 80s, early 90s, she had some really good movies. Like Sister Act 2, and Ghost. I mean, she won an Academy Award for Ghost.
Ghost.
You ever gone ghosting in a car?
No.
I did one
Yes.
time. Yes. No. Yes.
I used to do a lot of cemetery
Did
hopping.
no. Yeah, I remember that one. But that's not ghosting. You put your car into neutral,
Yeah.
and then you get out and start dancing beside it, right?
No.
Yeah, you did.
I've never done that.
Yeah, you did.
Never done that in my
Don't
life.
lie to me. Don't lie to me, Argentina. But no, that's not.
What? Don't cry for me,
Argentina.
Wow.
Oh my God! How stupid can you be? No, what are we at here?
6 degrees of separation.
6 degrees of separation. I'm off track here. And this was also 1993. He played Paul.
Good job, Paul.
So 6 degrees of separation. What is 6 degrees of separation?
Well, when there's two things and they're separated, you can measure that in degrees.
Keep them separated. Right?
I don't know.
No. No, like 6 degrees of separation is that from people around the globe, you have 6 degrees of people, or how you could actually know those people, because you know people, they know people, and you can also play.
I know that you know.
You know that I know that you know that there's 6 ways to get to this person. There's also a fun game called 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. I don't know when that came out.
Okay.
If 6 Degrees of Separation came out before 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon, or maybe this is the entire movie for. Ooh. I think you can actually type that into Google. Like, you can type in like degrees of Kevin Bacon and like an actor or actress, and it'll show you like their IMDb. Yeah, you can like actually look and see like. But 6 Degrees of Separation, I don't know the plot to it really well. I read it earlier, and I'm just gonna say that there's a guy that's Will Smith's character, Paul, and they think that they know him by another person who is a friend of Paul. Is that the
compelling movie right there?
Hey, somebody on Facebook Live for me, fact check that for me, okay? Right now, if you can really quick.
Woo!
It's been a long day, man.
See, this is why I wanted to lead off with movies.
Why would you want to lead off with movies? I don't even know what 6 Degrees of Separation is as a movie starring Will Smith. That's probably like a question that's been on one of these like shows, like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Like the $1 million question is, what 1993 Will Smith movie did he play Paul? Oh my gosh. only I knew who Paul was. Yeah, anyways. Mainstream movies now.
Okay.
Play me that funky music.
Oh, once again?
It was our lead-in music today.
Yeah, it was.
What you go? You look like Charlie's Angels when you do that, man. Okay, so we have Bad Boys, where you have Will Smith, and who's the other guy that plays with him?
It's Martin Lawrence?
Martin Lawrence is right. So you had two guys that were in TV shows at the time. You had Martin Lawrence, who was on the show. Martin. And then you had
Fresh
Will
Prince
Smith
on the show.
Fresh Prince. Why not just put them in a movie together? And then you got, bam! I think Martin was actually on UPN. Do you remember UPN?
Yeah.
They don't have that anymore.
It's just like Paramount. You remember Paramount?
No,
21?
Oh, 21. 21.
Which I think actually became UPN.
Who? What? Where? When? Why? Yeah, so we had Bad Boys, which 1995. You had Will Smith playing Mike Lowry. Who was the director of this movie?
Michael Bay. Michael Bay.
Michael Bay movie.
This was precursor to Transformers.
This was well before the Transformers, Michael Bay. But if you watch Bad Boys, there is so many explosions. I think you stopped it, and it's actually Michael Bay on the set right there. Is that Michael Bay?
I don't think so.
Well, he's got a megaphone. He's like yelling at somebody. Get out of here! More explosions! Stay out of the cat box! Stay out of the cat box! Brian, stay out of the cat box. But the thing with Bad Boys, it was have you ever seen this movie?
I don't think I actually watched it.
Ooh, it's a good movie.
I hear it is.
You heard right.
Yes.
That there are two cops, they're bad boys. But
I think I was too young.
every girl likes a bad boy.
I think I was too young at the time to watch this movie, and therefore I didn't get to watch it then, and I never watched it.
Well, I would actually suggest that you watch this movie if you like explosions.
That's any Michael Bay movie.
If you like one-liners, if you like just car chases, if you like robots in disguise,
Cops and robbers.
So the plot of this movie is, we're not going to go into depth about this, but they're trying to get back. There was actually, you had Martin Lawrence and you had Will Smith's character. They made a big drug bust, and then they put all of the evidence in the evidence locker at the police station. I think this is what it is. And then the people actually break in there and steal all the drugs. And then so we have Will Smith and Martin Lawrence trying to get back the drugs and trying to get the bad people off the streets. And they're doing it any way they can because they are bad boys.
Give me back my drugs.
Give me back it. Give me back my fat. Yeah, but it was kind of like it was a Lethal Weapon.
Oh, okay.
But it was Miami.
Okay.
So if you like Lethal Weapon, you'll like Bad Boys. Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
That sounds terrible.
Bad Boys. And then they a bad boy. No, then they had, so it's Miami drug dealers versus Will Smith in this movie. This movie actually made only $65 million in the U.S. Pretty good, right? It's an okay action flick. You didn't have Michael Bay being Michael Bay yet. It was just kind of like starting out Michael Bay, so he's this Michael like Streamish Bay? Inlet? Michael Inlet Bay?
Before lens flares were created?
Yeah, before lens flares. No, you know who does a lot of lens flares is J.J. Abrams. Ever seen the first Star Trek remake? It's just lens flares all over the place. If you don't know what a lens flare is, just watch Star Trek. You'll see so many lens flares.
Anytime you're blinded.
Oh yeah, they rescued the girl. Yeah, thanks, Sean. Sean said he was 12 when he actually did you see this movie when you were 12? Is that right? Or did you or were you in this movie at 12?
My parents did not allow me to watch that, so.
Yeah, it's a rated R movie, so I mean, there's a lot of violence. Was that drug use too?
I was still in the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, I don't think the Ninja Turtles ever actually tried to do like drug busts in New York.
Pizza bus.
Pizza buses. Ooh, food trucks. Ooh, I'm hungry. It's almost dinner time.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Okay. Oops, sorry. Okay, the next one is one of the biggest blockbusters of the 90s, right?
Yes.
You had Independence Day,
Yes.
where I declare this to be our Independence Day.
Ah!
I think I can take on the whole empire myself. Hey, everybody, he's got this. Yeah, you see,
He says he's got this.
you see Randy Quaid's character just flying to the spaceship. Well, I guess he didn't have it. Said he had the right stuff, but I guess it was the wrong stuff. No, Independence Day, 1996. Will Smith played Captain Steve Hiller. Captain Steve Hiller, his character was actually based a little bit off of one of the guys that we've actually referenced in a side comment. He was actually going to be Harrison Ford.
Ah.
Because Harrison Ford is, kind of like rough and tumble,
Yeah.
punching things.
Scruffy nerf herder.
Get off my airplane, and he's the president.
Give me back my family.
Give me back my family off the airplane. You ever see Air Force One?
I did it once. Once.
One?
Yeah.
Air Force One?
Yeah.
Do you think they'll ever come out with Air Force Two?
Wouldn't be accurate.
Yeah, probably wouldn't. But the thing with Michael Bay, what am I at? Independence Day, great movie, and this was the back-to-back years that you have Will Smith punching aliens. And he was fighting those aliens because he was a fighter pilot.
Yep.
And then he shoots down one of the planes, and then he's like, "Get off my planet."
Yep.
Wait, didn't he? So was he referencing Harrison Ford when he said that?
Probably.
No, he said, "Welcome to Earth."
Same thing.
Welcome to Earth. And he like punches him in the face.
I mean, it was not then, but it became the run-of-the-mill, aliens are attacking, we must defend Earth.
We must defend our planet.
Yes.
Pew pew pew.
That became a genre.
Gotcha. Well, I think the genre's been around for a long time.
Man.
I think Orson Welles did that, War of the Worlds, or Orson Welles? No, that's the guy who wrote Animal Farm. I'm stupid. I'm sorry.
Orson the Pig.
Orson the Pig.
From Garfield.
From the Garfield. Wow. Going off the rails again. But it's War of the Worlds. Anyways. But it's Aliens versus Will Smith.
Okay.
How much money did this movie make with Will Smith being Mr. July?
306 million.
Just in the U.S. alone.
Yes.
And
that's a lot of cheese.
I think this movie was centered around America because it's called Independence Day, and it takes place on July 4th when you have the spoiler. We actually beat the aliens.
Ooh.
We beat them.
I'm glad that happened.
Yeah. So you have at the end you have Will Smith flying the plane with who? Who's in the cockpit with him right there? Who's in the plane with him? No.
Who was in the plane with him?
Jeff Goldblum, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's in so many things that I don't even.
Well,
He's in movies that I like, and I don't ever remember him being in them.
Oh well, he's a very forgetful guy, I guess.
He never has huge roles.
Jurassic Park.
Well,
Jurassic Park
even
2.
Then.
Independence Day. Jeff Goldblum versus the Universe.
Has he ever been a lead?
A lead? Yeah, Jurassic Park 2.
Was he the lead?
He was the guy in Jurassic Park 2. He's actually going to be in the new Jurassic
remember
Park.
Kids.
Or Jurassic World movie. Jurassic World 2, he's actually going to be in Jurassic World 2. Do you know that?
I used to see it from the family standpoint.
Yeah. And this is actually crazy in the movie that they send a virus to the mothership because they lock into the mothership. Mm-hmm. Okay, tell me a lot of flaws in the plot there.
Well, you have to find a way to hack into that.
Yes. And do you think
I'm sure that's in another
language?
I
always think, well, if it has language. it could be just, I don't know.
Unless it was binary, then...
Binary fission, maybe. But how is he going to hack into the system
Without physically hacking into it?
without having the password to the Wi-Fi on the airplane? I mean, on the mothership. I mean, do you think it was just like 1, 2, 3, 4 was the
They were
password?
just trying to find their Wi-Fi. It's like Steve's place. This is it!
Mothership 1.
Galaga.
They were just like typing in like random references and stuff, like Three's Company. Got it. Or do you think the aliens actually had apartments on the ship too? And like
Mini Wi-Fi's.
like you had all these like other Wi-Fi hotspots.
Globnorb's Wi-Fi.
Not Globnorb's Wi-Fi.
This is not porn.
NSA. Oh. Yeah. Yo, that's funny.
Globnorb.
Globnorb.
I don't know where I got that
Yeah.
from.
You better copyright that really fast. Somebody's gonna rip that off of you. Globnorb 1. I don't know what that was either.
It was like a Coneheads.
Yeah, he was not in Coneheads. Will Smith was not in Coneheads. Okay, so next year he fights aliens again, and this time he's gonna be Men in Black. 1997. He plays Agent
J.
in Silent Bob. You knew that was coming.
Yeah.
So, Men in Black, 1997. James, give me the plot of Will Smith's character in Men in Black. I will sit back here and look at the camera.
He's an unsuspecting person that gets pulled into an alien war.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
aliens live among us.
but there's not like a war going on, really. Like, they're just like they're restricting the planet,
Yeah.
right? You have to apply for a visa, and then you're
illegal alien.
you have to be legal to come to the planet, and the hub is always in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
And who was he like? What was he before? He was
What was he?
a cop. You remember he's
Was
like
he?
chasing
Yeah,
down the
yeah,
guy,
okay.
and he's like then Tommy Lee Jones's character's like, Agent K says he actually ran down this guy. Okay,
All right.
give us some more. What references does he have here? Well,
What else can he do?
I haven't seen his references page yet. It hasn't come through.
He has a
We called one of the references, and the number was disconnected.
got a hip hop career.
He had a hip hop anonymous. He was a pretty good cop. He was only on the force for a week. Didn't get any trouble yet. Anything else you got on him? No.
Nope.
But his first name does start with a J. So we're trying to fill a spot of Agent J. Oh. One of my favorite scenes is that when he gets his like fingerprints burnt off. I don't know why. I think that's just like the cool thing.
I like when he shoots the cricket.
the noisy cricket.
And he shoots the cricket and he flies back and onto the car.
He's like, I got this for you. It's a noisy cricket. And like, what is this? I get the noisy cricket, and like the Agent K has like the big gun. They made that a joke in the cartoon, like he was always like pulling the noisy cricket out of his pocket, and then Agent K actually had the big guns and stuff. And it was little like we talked about it like a few weeks ago with the little
The worm things.
worm-looking things. I don't know. Those are the creepy. And then they save the planets.
Hey!
Hey, they shoot down the alien spaceships. Hey, they win.
Again.
They win the galaxy back because they're looking for the galaxy. It was on Orion's belt the entire time.
Orion's belt. Get it?
Because it was a cat.
It's a cat. It was the belt.
With a meow, meow, meow. And a meow, meow, meow. Kitty
Meow
cat.
mix, meow mix.
Meow, meow, meow. You shake the bag and then they come a-running, right?
I want chicken, I want liver. Meow mix, meow mix.
Yeah.
Another 90s reference.
There you go. Well, that jingle, I don't think could ever go out of style. Anyway.
So,
But Men in Black also had the great soundtrack we talked about before with Men in Black, the song. And then when they had the cartoon, I guess they couldn't attain the rights to it.
I guess so.
And they had to have a hip hop song, just like the beats in the background. like the headphones and stuff. You know, it's like beep 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 beep. But no.
Beep, 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 beep.
Beep 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 beep. Okay, so how much did this movie make?
$250 million.
So it's a little bit less than Independence Day because I don't think anybody knew Men in Black, like because it was a comic and it. Like, would you take your family to go see Independence Day or Men in Black?
Men in Black.
Men in Black, because it's funny, it's comedic. Independence Day, you have death.
Death. Lots of death.
Death. Do you remember?
Death.
Do you remember Austin Powers 2 when they had he showed the scene of the White House blowing up, and like everybody's like, "Oh no!" That's probably the greatest Independence Day scene. Do you know actually they reversed the shooting down phase? It actually goes back up. So like instead of like having it go down, they go back up. Yeah. So that's how they actually reversed the shot on it. It's really weird. But it worked. Everybody knows that if you see the blue light, you run away. Don't look directly up to it. That lady that was looking, what is that?
What is that?
I always thought it was like a giant like radish hanging down too. Look, it's a radish.
Look out.
Oh no, it's a vegetable. Get out of here.
Cloudy with a
Chance of radishes. Okay, Enemy of the State, James.
Did not see this.
He played Robert Clayton Dean. If you're the enemy of the state, who are you going to fight against?
The state?
The NSA. This was the NSA before the NSA really became a problem, right? Before they started monitoring everything, they started monitoring just Will Smith. How much did this movie make?
Just Will Smith.
Just Will Smith.
$111 million.
Yeah, it's kind of dipping down a little bit here.
Slacking.
So, but Enemy of the State actually had Anthony Hopkins in it. Will Smith's character, the Robert Clayton Dean, he actually runs into a lady that he knows that has a disc that has a shot of a guy getting actually killed by the NSA. And so the NSA is trying to get back the disc.
Okay.
And Will Smith is on the run. And he is the fugitive. No, he's not the fugitive.
Born Identity.
But it's like a Born Identity. It's like a fugitive, but it's enemy of the state. And they try to find the enemy of the state. Because Will Smith's the enemy of the state.
Enema of the state?
The enema of the state? I don't think so. That's kind of a crappy movie. I don't think that's going to be the sequel, actually, to it. Enema of the State. It's the number 2 box office. Anyways, leading up to the final movie that we're going to talk about.
Of the 90s.
One of your favorite movies
oh my God, no.
of Westerns.
No.
It's a modern take on a Western, right?
Sure, yeah.
And
I'll go with that one.
It's a wild, wild west.
Desperado,
1999. So if you're looking at the years, so he had a movie, the summer movie for 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. So that's why they call him Mr. July. I mean, he's getting all these blockbuster hits out. Wild Wild West. Actually, he was actually embarrassed about this movie, folks. He was embarrassed because it actually made a lot of money. It was a terrible movie.
It was terrible. It was bad.
And if we ever talk about this movie, I don't know if we'll ever talk about this movie again. He was Captain James West. James West. Captain James West. And he was fighting Kenneth Branagh.
Brannigan. No.
Versus Will Smith. Do you know Kenneth Branagh? He's a Lockhart in Harry Potter.
Oh.
Kenneth Branagh actually, he was director of Thor, the first Thor movie.
I did not put that together.
He actually directed the Cinderella movie as well. So, yeah, Kenneth Branagh. So, Kenneth Branagh didn't direct this. If he directed it, wow. That would have probably been a better movie than what we got.
Yeah.
And he had Kevin Kline in it, right? Am I right about this? No, Kevin Kline. Kevin Kline? Tara, you're watching. Check on that. So, the thing is that there's a guy that Kenneth Branagh plays, and he's loveless, and he's trying to...
What's his name?
and they're trying to save the United States from this guy because he's trying to have like the Confederates rise again, kind of ish. He's not a Confederate, but he was like a soldier. He was half a man. There's a joke behind that one, you know.
It was kind of a modern twist on Magnificent
Seven.
Yes.
Yeah, it was kind of like that. Yeah. I was trying to think of another one. It might have been like a Tombstone-ish.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean you're fighting, but the thing with like Loveless is he's bringing in all these scientists, and
he's half machine.
He's half machine himself. Do you know what they make
like,
at the end?
He's like Doc Ock at the end.
Dr. Octopus. Yeah, and he has like all the legs and stuff. But do you know like what they make at the end? What is the giant creature that they make out of the metal? The metal. The spider. Remember the spider?
Yeah.
The metal spider.
I thought that's what we were talking about.
Yeah. I don't think we ever said metal spider though. But the metal spider was actually supposed to be in a different movie. Did you know that?
No.
The with Kevin Smith's Superman movie. The one of the script like treatments that they had, and after Kevin Smith wrote the movie, they said the guy who was actually producing that produced this, and he's like, you have to have and this was like '96. You have to have a giant mechanical spider that Superman fights at the end.
Why?
This guy was like stuck on a metal spider.
There's something mentally wrong with that one.
Yeah. Well, he had a fascination with spiders that are made out of metal.
Why did that make sense?
I don't know. I guess that's what he thought that Superman would fight, as a metal spider. So it didn't work in that Superman movie because it never got off the ground, literally and figuratively. But they brought it into Wild Wild West. If you would rewrite this movie for Wild Wild West, what would be like the final showdown? Like, is this the only movie that you could have with this?
Ugh.
If you're going to go Superman, why couldn't you do something like with, since it's a Wild West movie, why couldn't like something happen at the Grand Canyon? You know, he was going to fill the Grand Canyon with something, I don't know. Play-Doh, I don't know.
Mechanical spiders.
Mechanical spiders. He was going to go to the moon with mechanical spiders.
There's not much that could save that movie.
No. It was kind of like also Inspector Gadget, too.
Yeah.
Because there was all these, you know, wacky, waving, inflatable tooth men kind of characters, and
this thing made $113 million.
That's a lot of money. Just in the U.S. alone. All these numbers are just U.S. numbers.
For crap.
Yeah. And Will Smith, again, he was quoted as not liking this movie. It made $52 million starting out. The opening weekend.
It's like they pooped in their hand and like, here you go.
You guess what we got for you this time? We got a great show for you. We got a great movie for you. It's called Wild Wild West. The only thing was that it had a great song to go along with it.
I think that's what saved it.
I think that's why everybody went to the movie, because like, I like the song. This must be a great movie.
Sounds like a great plot.
But it wasn't. I think, yeah, Wild Wild West, if you were to choose song or movie, I would take song.
Oh, yes.
I would rather listen to the song than watch any part of the movie.
Could have played just the song and not ever put out the movie.
If you just put the music video, if you just had the music video, it's probably better than the movie itself. Kenneth Branagh directs the music video to Wild Wild West. It is amazing. It is a Technicolor Dreamcoat of awesomeness. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, James, you know, we're getting to that time of the show when we reach to that point that we have run out of material. We have run out of material. We have run out of everything to talk about. This has been 3 hours of talking straight and trying to joke along. We're trying our best, everybody, and hopefully, wait, I'm going to actually touch the screen on the camera because it says low battery. There we go.
Good thing we're about to wrap up.
Good thing we're about to wrap this up. Tara, get dinner ready for us. Yeah.
So,
the thing is, you know, as we're reflecting back on our time of thinking about Will Smith, James, how would you reflect back on his career in the 90s?
No matter what financial burdens you have, as long as you get a TV show made in your name, you're going to be okay.
Everything's going to be all right if you just get that TV show. But, you know, if you can't actually act, but you can sing, you can have a really successful rap career.
So, I mean, the moral of this story is do not get caught in tax evasion.
Do not get caught in tax evasion. If you do one thing this year, and you've probably already done this, pay your taxes, everybody. If you ask for an extension on your taxes, pay it. Because now that this is a story all about how your life could actually get flipped upside down if you don't pay your taxes.
Yeah.
And we know that you've been sitting right there, and we've talked and talked about a guy who actually was a fictional Bel Air. That's my rap. And that's what I'm sticking to. Okay, cue off the music now. So, James, what do you want to talk about next time we're here?
Oh, man, that's so far ahead.
Yeah, we're 3 weeks into the past or future. Whenever you're listening to us, whenever you're watching us on Facebook Live right now. Tara, she just sent us something. She sent the emoji that has the face with the smile is just a flat.
Oh, that was probably
line.
in reference to your dinner comment.
Oh, Tara, dinner now. Get it now. Get down from the cabinets. Dinner. Oh,
what can we talk about?
we have just been kicked off Facebook Live because my bad. Arnold Schwarzenegger. No, we're still on. We're still on live. I don't know. We're gonna have to think of because I'm gonna go out of town.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have to come up with like a 4-part series or something. We're gonna probably have like a 2 and a 2, right?
Yeah.
You want to do it in a 2 and a 2?
We'll see. We'll figure it out.
That was
keep y'all
that was a
informed.
good show.
Well,
Figure it out. That was a game show from Nickelodeon. They had to figure it out, like what the people had, like
don't just sit
there with Will Friedle. They had to think of like what this kid had as a hidden talent.
Okay.
Like, one of them like a horse rider. Yay. One of them could balance a stool on their forehead. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. But we'll think of something and we'll get back to y'all. But again, James, can you leave us with a before we start getting to like the catchphrase of the week, how can they contact us?
You can contact us by email at tta90spodcast@gmail.com.
Or you can get to us on Twitter at TTA90spodcast. You can also get to us on Facebook at TTA90spodcast on Facebook. Type in TTA90spodcast. Wherever you're listening to us right now, hopefully you're doing well. I know that, you know, a lot of our friends are, you know, they're going through a lot of trouble right now.
Yep.
And we're thinking about y'all and, you know, keep with it. There was a guy that we graduated with in high school, and he's going through a tough time right now too. And if anybody's out there right now going through a tough time, we're always here for you. Hopefully, we'll take you back to the nostalgic '90s. It's a break away from your normal everyday
all things
life.
were amazing.
Yeah, and it puts you into a better mind. It puts you into a better perspective, and then you're laughing with us, along with us, because we're trying to do so many funny things.
Trying
is the key
failing,
word there.
but trying.
Failing. If you don't fail at life, you know.
Why we fall, Craig?
Because we get back up. What was that off of?
That was Batman.
That was Batman, yeah.
Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight. Because he rose.
Yes.
No, I thought that was a Batman Begins.
It was the first one, yeah.
Yeah. James doesn't know Batman.
Oh, I know Batman.
I'm Batman. I'm Batman. Yeah, so James, leave us with... Oh, wait, I forgot to say it. If you've commented on any of these videos, we're going to go through the comments, and you're actually going to be in a drawing. We're just going to do it at random.
We're not going to draw you. We're going to put you
We're
in
going to draw... draw me like one of your French girls. No. We're You're actually there's going to be an Amazon gift receipt, not gift receipt.
You get a receipt.
You get a receipt for a gift. No, you're actually going to get an Amazon gift card. And this is actually because right now we're actually celebrating our Podiversary. Podiversary 2017. We have been on the air for an entire year, James.
We made it.
We've made it. Looks like we've made it.
Looks like we made it.
The SEC hasn't shut us down yet. We're still, or the FCC, or the SBS, SEC, or the FFA has not shut us down yet. So we're still rocking and rolling here, James, and it's been a great year, man.
It has been a great year.
Here's the 10 more.
Woo!
Woo! Red Bull. It gives you 10 more years of life, or less.
Or less.
Yeah. Okay, James, leave us with the catchphrase of the week, man.
Get jiggy with it.
Hey, have a good time on your trip,
too.
man.
I mean, you too.
You too.
Yeah.
Have a totally awesome week, everybody.
Bah.
Bah.
Bah. Bah. Bah.
Bye, everybody.